Will Doctor Strange and his ragtag group of allies be able to capture a time-traveling supercriminal? Well, let's hop into the pages of Defenders issue number 2 and find out together, shall we? So then, picking up from where the last issue left off, the newly formed Defenders had found themselves flung way into the past to the planet that was once home to Galactus before he ever started devouring worlds. And hey, just because Galactus doesn't technically exist right now doesn't mean that there isn't another devourer of worlds to contend with. This guy is called Omnimax right now, and as Silver Surfer opines in his internal monologue, this guy lacks any and all introspection or sympathy that put Galactus apart. This guy actually revels in eating worlds and killing people along the way. Now, the Defenders aren't alone in this battle. They're actually backed up by the most unlikely of allies, Taya, also known as Galen's mother. Together, they do everything they can to rescue the regular everyday people who are caught in the path of this giant monstrosity. Doctor Strange finds himself in an odd position too. He had unlocked the full breadth of his magical powers in issue 1, but now he's so overcharged he doesn't know what to do with it. This means Taya ends up actually saving the Sorcerer Supreme, and well, let's just say they got a little bit of sexual chemistry, these two. Maybe Galen's gonna end up with a new stepdad when this is all said and done. Now, Galactus's ancient homeworld is shown to be a hub of scientific advancement and amazing technology. Unfortunately, for all the amazing wonders they've built, some of the human touch is lost along the way. We actually get to see baby Galen in his crib, something that does all the actual parenting for his mother so she can concentrate on other things like, saving the planet. All of this actually ends up leading us to the big main attraction of the issue, and that is that Norrin Radd the Silver Surfer has come face to face with the boy who will one day grow up and be Galactus, who will destroy entire solar systems and basically ruin his whole life. Essentially, Silver Surfer has himself asking that oh-so-classic philosopher's question: would you go back in time and kill baby Hitler if you could, if it meant that you would stop all the horrors of World War II? Masked Raider certainly thinks he knows what choice Norrin is going to make, and as such, he pulls a gun on him. It's revealed that Silver Surfer, using his amazing power cosmic, he knows who Raider is under the mask, and that this whole time travel trip may actually be a lot more complicated than we first thought, as Raider has been holding some very important information back from Doctor Strange. Raider and Surfer ultimately find themselves at an impasse, but thankfully Norrin was never actually going to kill a defenseless baby, even if he will grow up to be one of the worst things in the universe. Instead, he decides to go with the third option in that philosophical question from before, and that is, what if you could change baby Hitler to not be a giant asshole when he growed up? Of course, the question then becomes, if Surfer was willing to change history in such a major way, what ripple effects are they going to have to deal with when they all get back to the present? Well, that's a problem for future Silver Surfer, I guess. Now, Taya actually has a big-brained idea on how they're going to take down Omnimax. Basically, her people have created a machine that can help share emotions with people, and they think if they can overload this devourer with feelings of sorrow and empathy, then they hope they can literally make him feel bad enough to stop what he's doing right now. Of course, when you're dealing with a devourer of worlds, they rarely ever come alone. Galactus had a herald, and well, Omnimax has too, and it's a very familiar face. Carlo Zota, the criminal from the Enclave that they chased back in time in the first place. So, what we have here for our big action crescendo is a battle of heralds versus heralds. Strange is also sure to join his magical know-how with Taya's technology, and as such, they think they may finally be able to defeat Omnimax once and for all. Zota, in his herald form, may have been physically stronger than Silver Surfer, but he hasn't had the power cosmic for nearly as long as Norrin has, and because of that, he's able to fly circles around him and in the end actually steal his power away from him. The day is ultimately saved, but because we're playing by Quantum Leap rules here, Zota ends up falling through time, which means the Defenders have to give chase after him to yet another era in history. The good guys' breaking of the walls of time doesn't go unnoticed either, as they end up catching the many eyes of Morden, an evil Sorcerer Supreme from a dark dimension. This guy also just so happens to be an Al Ewing original creation from his short time on New Avengers, so there you go. And so that was Defenders issue number 2, everybody, and overall I thought this issue had a lot going for it. Al Ewing feels like he's doing little auditions for other characters that he could probably write wicked awesome series about. I like the team dynamics that we have going on here, especially that Red Harpy is kind of the Debbie Downer of the whole thing, and with good reason given what went on with her in the Immortal Hulk run just recently. I like getting to see the Silver Surfer so tempted but ultimately do the right thing anyway because he's a hero. And on top of all of that, we had the added mystery of the Masked Raider perhaps being someone that we already know. Overall, I think I'd feel comfortable giving this one an 8 out of 10. Good, solid, cosmic fun that looked great and was breezy to read.
Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Jewel, and if you're seeing me right now, that means you watched to the end of the video, which I am very appreciative of. It really helps drive engagement and retention and all that other good YouTube stuff. So does liking and commenting. Wink wink. If you like my content too, you should check out my Patreon page. We just redid all the tiers, so there's a ton of great rewards. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month, and well, it would just really help me out. It's never expected, but always appreciated. So until next time everyone, I've been Cape Joel, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.